Hello again, YouTubers. Today is Monday, February the 7th, and just want to give a quick review of what I've been keeping up on, and like everyone else who seems to be waking up now, everyone else is keeping up on. First thing I noticed today was, again on the RSOE EDIS website, there are just plane incidents all over the United States. Some of them are dated a couple days back and they're just showing up now, but its majority again is the Fairchild aircraft. So whatever's causing these planes to go down is continuing now. Also, I've been doing some research into occult science and subscribe to a gentleman who seems to have quite a bit of knowledge of it concerning television, the internet, and its relation to the planet Saturn and the X. Do your own research into it. It's really quite fascinating. And there are just a lot of coincidences about it. Also, I've decided to move away from the coastline. It was a very difficult decision for me, but it is the right decision to make. I will be moving back home, and when I leave, I must leave with no regret, or I'll only be vulnerable to guilt or whatever may come. Also, today I noticed that there was an earthquake in New Mexico, right around the same area where they've been turning the power off, claiming gas shortages. And it's right underneath the river. And I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I've heard the National Guard has been dispatched there. So draw your own conclusions there. Do research into it and see what you may discover there. Another thing I want to discuss today is the calendar we all live in now, the Gregorian calendar, which pretty much, is a calendar for slaves. Time is a tool to slavery. In order to break free of this slavery and obtain true peace and harmony and a harmonious world, we must do away with time. Not so much as record keeping or timelines, but time itself, as in day to day. Because we're all on a schedule. You get up, you go to work at this time, you eat at this time, you go to bed at this time. It's control. It's a method of control. And it's been controlling us for centuries now. It must come to an end if we are to evolve to the next level, as many are saying now. It's just been a tool, and it's been used so long and we've accepted it. We must get away from it. We must find some way to exist outside of this time that we live in now. Also, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the gentleman who posted the video over YouTube about the pole shift. There have been claims of hoaxes. I saw a video today where he said that he was not arrested, as was reported that the feds had arrested this gentleman. Apparently he was not arrested. But again, research, analyze, use your own judgment to what you believe is true and what is not. I've recently done research into history of mankind and etc. And I came across one portion of history that really seemed to make a lot of sense to me as to what's going on right now. It's the scale of things that are happening now and have been happening is immense. And when you start to awake and do research and realize what's been going on, it may be difficult to comprehend it all. Just keep an open mind, remain calm, and Be intelligent about it. Don't give in to paranoia or fear, because it will impair your judgment. When making a judgment, a decision, make sure you have a clear head, you've analyzed everything. I also noticed going on today that lots of roofs are collapsing due to windstorms. We had a freak windstorm here last night. Just seemed to come in out of nowhere. There was areas that lost power. We never lost power here. There are areas that did lose power in this area. And the wind was extremely strong for such a short period of time that it moved in here. It lasted 2 to 3 hours, I'd say. It definitely was abnormal. There was a volcano in Russia that exploded today. There was also a magnitude 6 plus earthquake around Indonesia. And the earthquakes just are becoming more powerful, more frequent. Something is going to happen. Be it the pole shift, be it the earthquake, be it disclosure, be it whatever you want to call it. Something is happening, and it's going to change the way we see everything drastically. Another thing I want to discuss again is the issue of money. It seems that whatever is supposedly intervening in world affairs right now does not seek to abolish money. And this concerns me quite a bit, because in my opinion, if this were a divine intervention, then clearly the need to evolve past paper money would be evident. To do away with money, we must become skilled. We all have gifts. We're all skilled in something. And that is what should give us value to barter with. What you create, such as if you're a farmer, you create food. If you're a seamstress, you create clothing. If you're a scientist, you create technology. These are the things that we should use as the basis for money, or something that's not printed, not unlimited. Money is unlimited. All they do is print it. There's no end to it. It's just paper. And so many just worship it and whatever, we must replace it with things that, as I've said, we create ourselves and then barter with that. There are scientists that are going to need clothing, and there are seamstresses that are going to need material and technology to create that clothing. It's all one big circle. It all makes sense. It all comes full circle. Another thing I want to discuss with you all today is what's happening with the situation now in Egypt. I came across several videos where unarmed people are being gunned down. I saw one video where a vehicle just plowed through a group of people. And there's also a video on MSNBC that has circulated showing what appears to be the pale horse and the rider. Now it looks suspect to me. I don't know if they're trying to start paranoia or whatever, but it is on MSNBC. You can look for it yourself and do your own analysis there. I feel that, religion is being used as a tool to influence, as it always has. And that's why religion has many pitfalls that you can fall into. You become strong in your belief, and you become blinded to anything outside of that belief. Just like the Bible. The Bible scriptures, there is much wisdom to be found within, but just remember, the writings have been altered. You have to look past and see with your own eyes what's there. the teachings that are there, because the writings have been altered. If you notice, most of the great religious scriptures of the world seem to coincide with one another. I think if we could go back in time to, say, the Middle Ages, or maybe even before that, and if we combined the scriptures of all the religions, like the Bible, the Quran, etc., we would have the truth of what's happened. But again, it's been altered. And you must use your own judgment to decipher the meanings as to such. And lastly today, I just wanted to discuss everyone making their videos now. There are more and more people who are taking to the internet, voicing their opinions, and it's a good thing because information is getting out. And I commend anyone who has the courage to stand up and say something, be it opinions or facts. As long as it's being said, there is basis to analyze and decipher. And I commend anyone, like I said, who is brave enough to step forward and do that. I noticed today that a lot of people are getting ridiculed, and if you made a video and you receive negative comments, just dismiss them. Because what you are doing for a reason. And it is important. People are going to believe it or not, but the fact is you did it, you put it out there for the world to see. Don't have any regret about it. Some are going to label you as a disinformation agent or whatever. Do not become discouraged. Continue doing what you're doing, because ultimately it is helping people to see what's really going on in this world right now. I'm not sure when I will be able to make more videos. I have much packing to do. But once I become established in my new setting, I will promote more videos, I will make more videos. And to anyone who subscribed or viewed, I thank you. And again, remember that these are my opinions only, based on my research, my experience. I love you all, and be safe out there. Do not be afraid to follow your heart and your mind, no matter the consequence.